Great example would be the implementation of knowledge management. So this is AI-driven knowledge management and topic mining for information for agents and customer service representatives that support Service BC. And so that's an example where data plays a critical role. The quality of that knowledge has to be very, very high. We need to make sure that it's constantly being updated because government policies change. Citizens are seeking different information in the past that may not have done previously. So we're constantly enriching and validating that information from a knowledge management perspective. So I would say that historically knowledge was very much kind of a static, we've documented it once. And so there was a lot of kind of adjustment and change in terms of how to leverage knowledge as a critical enabler of service delivery. And so that required training, that required socialization of the concepts. We work very closely with Service BC and actually co-collaborate some of the knowledge now so that it's relevant and in context of British Columbia government employees and making sure that we're leveraging their experience and knowledge in terms of that knowledge delivery. And it varies. I know it depends is probably the worst answer you can think of. Most consultants will say that. Really what we do is we look for the right fit. We're not looking to necessarily drive a solution that we don't think is going to meet the customer's need. In some cases, our solutions integrate and mesh with existing systems and platforms. In other cases, we're asked to provide an entire end-to-end turnkey managed solution. There still might be integration with that, but we take the entire end-to-end service, including staffing for that. It really depends on what the problem is we're trying to solve. And it all starts with identifying and really understanding that problem domain first before we start thinking about, well, here's how we're going to fix that problem with technology or people or what have you. Perhaps a little bit unique, we only do work with public sector organizations. So public sector network is a fantastic forum for us because it is our primary customer base. But we also get a lot of benefit from this in the sense that we're hearing from customers that we may not have or other stakeholders that we may not have interacted with. That's always a positive for us. But also working and engaging with some of the other vendors that are here and seeing what's happening across government, not just the work that we're doing, and making sure that we are plugged into how that's happening. So that's a very, very enriching and useful exercise for us to get involved with. And we really like these forums for that reason.